In this video we will use Python to download data from the web. In this example we focus on climate data and then use Python to get the data, but only basically from this part, and then take the data into pandas to have it in a data frame. I will show you how to use the requests library to get the data downloaded and then processed. We will use some NumPy, some pandas. I would strongly advise to work with virtual environments. I leave some further guidelines below in the description if you haven't installed virtual environments on Python yet, or if you don't know how to use the pip installer. Again, if you have any difficulties, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you. I'm using Sublime Text. You can use any IDE you prefer or text editor. Now when you open up your command prompt in that folder, I want to now create my virtual environment. I just use the following: virtual environment, and then I can name it web, for instance. Okay, so now when you go back to your folder, you see now another folder emerging which is called web. So that's the name of your environment. We have to activate this environment. So we go back to the command line, dot for the current working directory. So this is where we are at the moment. And then we go into the folder web, and inside we have scripts. And then we just type in activate. Once you see the name of the environment in brackets, it means you are now actually operating in your virtual environment. So now what do we need? Well, we want to use requests. So in order to do this, we have to install it. For that I use the pip installer. So I do pip install and then requests. Good, once you are done, we move back now into Sublime and start having a bit of fun. I import requests. Then I need for that the URL, so I need the website. Yeah, let me just head back. So you see here the structure. In this example you need basically the website. So that's our URL, so I just copy paste that. Call this URL, because it should be a string, so I need single or double quotation marks. So here we are. And then I call this a response, and the response refers to my requests dot get, and then I throw in the URL. Sometimes it's a good idea to permit redirections, so I do an option allow redirects equal to true. So now when we check the documentation to obtain our text, I could just call this here strings, and I go into response, and then I use the dot operator and obtain text. Just put a comment here, takes the string, so takes basically everything you get in this file. Let me just do a little print function and put in strings and see what happens. Okay, and that looks interesting, looks promising. We now have it stored in an object, so that's nice. Of course it would be now a bit nicer to basically get this into a file. Yeah, so I then use open. So I open the file and then I use the right method and just throw in strings. There's now one issue here, and you might already notice this. What if it doesn't exist already? So in this case what you need is you need the W option here, just to make sure that it will be created if it doesn't exist. Okay, that was quick. And here we have it. That's an output txt. We just double click on it. And yes, indeed, we have all the stuff as you would expect. That's pretty cool. Now, of course, it might be nice, it might be already good enough for you at this point. Maybe that's already enough. Maybe you don't need more. And of course, now you could open this for instance, in Excel, and you can start working with it. But sometimes it might be useful to continue working with this maybe in pandas. So what we need to do first is we have to read the txt file. We have to get rid of all these comments here. Yeah, they're not helpful. So anything that has the percentage sign in front is a comment. Yeah, we want to get rid of it. We just want to have the pure data. I would suggest to use NumPy for it. So because you work here in your virtual environment, you have to use the pip installer and then import NumPy as np. And then in NumPy we have a nice load text method. So we can call this maybe data. I go into NumPy and then I do load txt. I threw in the file name and then we can get rid of the comments. As we saw before, the comments are indicated using the percentage sign as a string. So we get rid of these comments and we should now be ready in NumPy with a NumPy array. So let me just do a little print function here. I just want to check the type using the type function for the data object and just see what happens. I always like to just check and make sure nothing is going weird or so. So now I run Python, my Python script again. Okay, that looks good. So we have a NumPy array. This is what you would expect. Well, it might be now useful to actually take that and go into a pandas data frame. We have to use the pip installer to install pandas. Okay, now that's all done. So now we can use it. So I just already started typing import pandas as pd. It's kind of a convention to use df for data frames. And now I can just throw in my data array, which I used before. So I just do that. I will take all the data, so all the rows. So I just use the column here. And then I go from the beginning, so 0, up to 6, and that's exclusive. I don't have to actually specify the 0, yeah, so that's default anyway. And then I specify the columns here. I already typed this out because a lot of typing I have to do. So we have year, we have months, and then we have these different temperature anomalies for monthly data and annualized data. And of course, once we have a pandas data frame, we can do anything with it. We can export this into all sorts of formats. For instance, we can get this into a Stata, DTA file, so whatever you want to use or you want to continue working in pandas. One more thing, I just do a little print here. I want to check the data frame. I just use the head method. Okay, perfect, that's good. So we have our different columns as we stated. We have our data now in a pandas data frame. All the code is on GitHub. The link is down below in the descriptions. I see you in the next one.